Tamil Nadu has set the clock back on the Iron Age by several thousand years. Now, a few years ago, excavations in Rakhigadi in Haryana have shown a continuity of over 5,000 years, and the fact that India could be one of the world's oldest civilizations. This excavation has also questioned the oft-quoted Aryan invasion theory. It's also pushed the clock back on the Indus civilization by several centuries. Now, Indians are believed to be poor chroniclers of history. Now, as these recent discoveries tell us, it seems that we are also poor at uncovering our glorious past. What else is there for us to uncover and learn and discover? Joining me now, Professor Vasant Shinde, the archaeologist who uncovered Rakhigadi, and Neeraj Rai, Group Head of the Ancient DNA Lab at the Birbal Sahni Institute of Paleosciences. Gentlemen, welcome to the News9 Plus show.
Thank you very much.
Professor Shinde, have you been looking at the discoveries in Tamil Nadu, the Iron Age, the fact that the Iron Age could have happened several thousand years prior to what is previously believed? How significant is this discovery in Tamil Nadu?
I think, yes, I have read some news clip and I have not seen the actual evidence that they have excavated. Before also, they found some indication that the Iron Age in, southern part, particularly in Tamil Nadu,
Yes.
is quite old. In fact, they were getting some indications of that. And now they claim that, they have got the dates, which are plus 5000 BCE for the Iron Age.
Right.
Now, this is quite, at this particular stage, they have only got the dates available. But what is important that we have to also study the context. Context is so important. So, in what context this particular particular finds are. Secondly, also they have to check whether the samples are contaminated. If the samples are contaminated, then perhaps you may not get the exact dates. The dates will be very erratic.
Yes.
So that also needs to be properly checked. Thirdly, so far, whatever work research that we have done in India,
Yes.
we do not find even the beginning of agriculture in the southern part of India.
Right.
Going back to that early. And Iron Age, when we talk about the early farming communities,
Right.
they are the copper using cultures. So we do not have such early dates even for the copper age cultures in southern part of India. And suddenly, because Iron Age succeeds copper age.
Yes.
So if at all, the Iron Age is there, then also we have to look into what was happening before the Iron Age.
Right.
And so far, they do not have any clue about what was happening, during the early farming stage in that part.
So you're saying, Professor Shinde, you're saying that more study needs to be done before we leap to any conclusions.
Couple of things I would like to say. They have to check, what was happening before the Iron Age.
Right.
They have to get some evidence about the copper age also in that part.
Right.
And secondly, the dates that they have to check the proper context of the levels in which the dates, or the samples have been collected. Thirdly, on the basis of maybe straight dates, unless you get series of dates from one side and also from other sides.
Yes.
Perhaps it may not be accepted immediately. So they need to produce more dates, more samples have to be processed.
Right.
And then only perhaps people will be able to understand that. And lastly, the Iron Age in India and even outside.
Yes.
So does not go beyond maybe 1800 BCE so far. So if this is the reality,
yes,
then perhaps we will have to relook into the whole cultural
sequence. It could change our entire understanding of the Metal Ages. Yes.
And and also what is important that Iron Age is the next stage of the copper age.
Yes.
Or the copper technology. So you have to find that precedence, which is very important. If you do not have that,
right,
then the question will be how that Iron Age has emerged. What is
Right.
the basis of that?
Right, absolutely. So
So
more
these are the
study
questions
is,
that
yeah,
you know
a lot
that
of
will be
questions
asked
in your
in
mind.
the images.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Neeraj Rai, what's your take on the discoveries made in Tamil Nadu about the Iron Age and the fact that the dates could actually have gone back by 5,000 years? Do you believe that more study is required in these findings?
Yes, so I am totally agree with Professor Vasant Shinde. And so far, the iron was discovered all over the country. That dates goes back maximum to 2000 BC.
Right.
So this discovery is so fascinating. And if the dates are actually going back to 3300 BC, that
Yes.
would be a marvelous study ever done in the entire world in the field of
Right.
archaeology.
Right.
But I also have some of the concern with the dates because they
Right.
have not done the direct date of iron artifacts.
Yes.
They have done datings of the
Right.
charcoal material that was found in the vicinity of in that layer.
Right.
So the first problem with this finding is that this is the contextual date.
Right.
And as Professor Vasant Shinde said that there's no Bronze Age time in southern part of India. So possibly this charcoal could be from the Neolithic time period, and that may have given contamination. But still the finding is great, and that need to be re-validation with some more scientific methods and replicating the dating to some
Right.
other labs, like maybe 2-3 other labs, because this they have found only two dates that goes back to 3300 BC, and
Yes.
all the other dates they are matching with the exact Iron Age of India that goes back
Yes.
to 2000 to 2200 BC, and even the Neolithic time period also is matching with their all the dates, that is the OSL dates and AMS dates that goes back to 2500 BC in the southern part of
Right.
India. So all other dates are like completely matching with their like the context and the other material, but except these two dates that really goes back
So
to in
very
deep
clearly, there
past
is
of
more
time.
study that
Yeah.
needs to be done on these,
Yes. Yes.
aspects
Yes.
of these discoveries in Tamil Nadu. But Professor Shinde, closing comments from you about whether we actually invest a lot in studying the past, as in Rakhi Gadi was, something that you uncovered, the fact that it
Yes.
completely, reshaped our understanding of the Indus civilization, the fact that we have one of the largest Indian cities of the Harappan civilization right here in our backyard. How much do we really know about our past? If you give it on a scale of 1 to 10, where are we really in knowing about our past?
I think you're right. Because we are still at one. In fact, if you
We are still
compare
at
between
1.
1 and 10, we are
Right.
still at one.
Right.
And there is so much that needs to be done in India that we have not been able to achieve that. But one credit I would like to give to the government of Tamil Nadu,
Yes.
that they are putting a lot of money in fact for research in this particular field.
Right.
And I feel that this is a very, very important initiative that they have taken.
Absolutely. He's
And
announced,
yeah,
the
and
Chief
other
Minister
other
announced a $1
states
million
also.
reward for
Yeah.
deciphering the Indus script.
So that will, yeah, exactly, that will certainly bring a lot of new blood in fact in the field.
Yes.
And people will work with more, maybe new vigor in fact in this
Right.
particular field.
Well,
And what is important here that the other states also need to emulate him in fact, because in each state there is so much work needs to be done. And as I
yes.
said that even 1%, we have no idea about what was in the past.
Absolutely.
So
That's an
certainly,
important
it
point
is.
there, Professor Shinde. The fact that you see states indulging a lot of competitive freebie giving. So possibly this could signal the start
This
of
should- yeah, this should be
more
done.
investment in studying the past. Neeraj, you believe that's the case, that Tamil Nadu has shown the way in the fact that there is merit in studying the past. They've just come up with these very interesting discoveries in the Stone Age, the Iron Age. Do you think that there is merit in the fact that there would be other states jumping in as well to do similar initiatives?
Yeah, so we all should learn from Tamil Nadu government, and they are pushing this field
Yes.
to the forward and then to the global scale, and they are investing a lot of fundings to push the archaeological research.
Right.
And they are not only doing the basic archaeology, they are adopting the new scientific tools in the
Right.
field of archaeology. So this is really a fascinating job by the Tamil Nadu government, and we all should learn.
We all
And
should
as
learn indeed. I'm afraid we are completely out of time, Neeraj,
Yeah.
but thank you very much, gentlemen, for
Yes.
actually telling us the fact that this is eye-opening. The fact that you're still at 1 on a scale of 10 in knowing about your past, and the fact, of course, that Tamil Nadu could be leading the way in states investing more in studying their past. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Watch our documentary Hindustan that takes you into the history of Rakhigadi, the Harappan civilization city that's thrown new light on India's glorious past, only on the News9 Plus app.
Deep in the Indian hinterland, amid sleepy villages and sprawling farmland, an old civilization is being unearthed. Indian history is being rewritten. As the archaeologists are slowly unraveling the secrets of a great civilization, they are not only piecing together an ancient civilization, but also raising some new questions about our past. Was Rakhigadi the biggest city of the Harappan civilization? Does Rakhigadi hold the key to the origin of the great Indus Valley civilization? Who were our ancestors? Are we from an unbroken indigenous race? Do the findings reject the Aryan invasion? And how did this great civilization die out? What all do the new historical findings reveal?
The biggest city in the world,
आज की डेट में इंडियंस हैं, उनके अंदर जो है हड़प्पन जीन है।
perfect model of the, how the city, should be built.
बहुत ज्यादा वारफेयर के हमें साइन नहीं मिलते हैं किसी फॉरेन माइग्रेशन के द्वारा।